All right, everyone, gather around. Come on. We have another podcast to record.
Hello.
Hey, get over here, I said.
I'm here.
Get over here.
I am here.
This bit's going nowhere.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I started it hoping I'd, stumble across something funny.
And it hasn't happened
No.
yet.
As soon as I got to that point, I go, there's no finish line here. There's no punchline.
Yeah.
We do have this, though.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Saved the day.
Slow. Smog. His name is Matt. I remember it now. Ba, 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 ba.
What's his second name?
Ba, 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 Smog. Ba, 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 ba.
Matthew Smog.
Yeah, isn't that it? Hold on. Is Matt's last name not Smog?
Mr. Smog.
Yeah, Mr. Smog. From Australia. So that was...
Australia.
From Australia.
From Australia.
Yes, I'm trying to I'm trying to remember what an Australian sounds like.
My God, I
And
don't think I've ever heard one in my life.
I think I've heard of them, but I've never heard one. Every time I try and just do an accent, it's right. It's like this. It's a bit.
That's British. Yeah.
So how does an Australian live and learn and love? To me, what does it sound like? What does an Australian sound like?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, why don't you just show me?
I'm not Australian.
You could definitely. Your accent's basically Australian, so just
what the
do
fuck? No, it's not.
it. Say anything in an Australian accent.
What do you want me to say?
Anything.
All right, mate. No, that was
That was
British.
horrible. See, no one, nobody fucking remembers what an Australian sounds like.
I can't bring one to mind.
No, me neither.
Kylie Minogue. I don't know
Kylie
what she
Minogue?
sings like though.
Justice in the 2005 World Rap Championship was Australian, and he won.
Okay. Dub for Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's that. This is an advice podcast. This is All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy. Welcome to another little episode that we're recording for you on a Sunday evening.
Yeah.
And you're listening to, I don't know, Tuesday afternoon?
What if it's Tuesday afternoon and someone's listening right now in their car? In their car on a Tuesday afternoon?
One person's freaking out right now.
One person pulled over to hyperventilate.
What the fuck?
And I said, it's okay. It's okay. I was going to say Matt again. I don't know what an Australian sounds like, and I can't think of a name other than Matt.
I think maybe we just have a gas leak in the house. We
could
can't
be it.
remember anything.
Except for those two important things. Check out Slow Smog's music. It's everywhere where music is found. Just search Matt Smog, or Slow Smog, one word, anywhere music is found, particularly Spotify. Even though Spotify plays. Or how about this Bandcamp and buy his album?
Oh.
Spend some money. It's a few bucks. Yeah. Tip him. Tip the guy for letting us use this instrumental I went to go play it again, and now I swiped to
And
a
I
different
accidentally
tab.
opened TrueSkate on my iPad.
That's crazy.
Hang on, just a quick
One
few,
tray flip.
just a
Oh, okay. One
no,
more.
he didn't do it.
Well, it's hard to do it on an iPad. So it's like, why do you have it on your iPad? Well, I need it on my iPad.
Why do you have it on your iPad?
It's like a tray flip.
Alright, you're doing really bad.
Yeah, I'm not
So-
holding it. A lot of this game is like how you hold the iPad, which is why it's hard. It hurts my wrist. This is an advice podcast called All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch, where every episode... I gotta stop doing this.
You gotta stop.
Where every episode, we... that's good. Crunch into some pickles. Some kosher conundrums, and do our darnest to just give some advice. Any which way that we can.
It's true. Would you like me to read the first one?
Damn, already, huh?
Oh.
Nothing to talk about, nothing to promote.
What?
Just off the top of my head, I don't think there's anything. I just feel like we're jumping into a little bit quickly.
Okay.
Do you have to? You have to pee, don't you?
We established last episode that I will leave and pee in the middle of the episode.
I am.
So
I am.
yeah. No, but I'm fine.
Oh, we've been thinking about opening up the Discord.
That's yeah.
That's fun, right?
It's fun. Is it fun or is it terrifying?
It's okay.
Is
First
it
of
a
all, for
great
the people
idea or is it the ramblings of a mad scientist?
who are in the Discord will probably say, no, don't. This is my safe space.
Yeah.
But don't you worry. Like, all of the Discord will still remain private. But I'm thinking.
This is my safe space about the Flat Sound Discord. The Flat Sound Discord, where currently everyone's changed their profile picture to be them wearing a little hat.
Yeah, a little hat.
Yeah,
that's a safe space.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone there is kind to me.
To you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not true, actually. People are quite hateful towards you in there.
Yeah, they do it in like a loving way.
A ribbing way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're negging me. They
Yeah,
are.
It's true. You get constantly negged in there.
Yeah, I'm negged on Discord
It's true.
by people sometimes a whole decade younger than I am. So that sucks. So I thought I'd like more of that from strangers. Here's the idea.
Yeah.
Actually, here's the bigger idea. I hate social media of all kind. I hate it. I hate it so
really?
much. I don't know if I've ever gotten into this. I hate social media. I hate it. It's so fucking bad. But one of the primary reasons that it's bad, other than every part of it,
Yeah.
is that as it grows and it evolves, they're like taking away your notification system. Like they're taking away,
Yeah.
they're breaking it down into, like, lots of people have their notifications on when I post on Instagram through a post, but they break down the notifications in a way that's like, well, if you do a post
They
on
didn't used to. They didn't used to because the only thing you used to be able to post on Instagram was a post. So if you turn your notifications on, you'd get notified every time that person posts. But now there are separate notifications for posts, videos, stories, reels, and lives.
And lives. And videos.
I said videos.
Oh.
5 different notifications.
What about reels?
I said that.
Got it.
Yeah. Anything else?
A story.
There are like 5 different notifications that you can have on. But people only have the post one on.
Yeah, of course, because no one knows.
Yeah.
And then like certain things do. I notice I post a video and it doesn't do nearly as well when I post a post. But first of all, I think if it's on the main fucking feed, it's a post. People will like just, I really wanted to see his post, but I don't give a fuck about his videos. Like, who does
It's
that?
weird because like Instagram's pushing reels and videos so hard, but they like refuse to show yours to anyone.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is all social media is kind of doing this thing. YouTube is famous for changing their thing to be like, you got to subscribe to me. Now that means nothing. Okay, so you got to subscribe. You got to hit that bell icon. Now that's changed again. Okay, so you got to subscribe. You got to hit the bell, but then you have to go into your settings and actually make sure that that's on too, because if not...
Well, there's also 2 different bells.
Yeah,
there's a bell for all
bells.
notifications or just some notifications.
Dude. Spotify used to do a thing where if you followed an artist on Spotify
Yeah.
and they dropped an album, this isn't like they're dropping a tweet or anything. When they
No,
drop
an
new
album.
music, which does not go up multiple times a day like a fucking tweet.
Yeah.
When they drop new music, you used to get a notification on your phone that says, hey, if you follow... What else is following a fucking artist for on Spotify?
Why would I follow them if I didn't
they
want
don't
it?
post. There's no stories. There's no posts. There's no main feeds. All they do is occasionally
Do some music.
drop music.
Yeah.
So if you like that artist enough to follow them, you would probably be okay with a fucking notification on your phone that said, "Hey, they put out a new." Now, it's not that I'm not complaining because my album is doing really good right now. But imagine how much better it would have been doing it if how much better it would have done. It would currently be doing if almost 200,000 people got a notification on their phone the day my album came out.
They used to.
They used to do that. It was
They took
before
it
I
away.
had almost 200,000 followers, unfortunately. They did it back when I had like 10.
Now, me from just a listener point of view, I'm confused now. Because when I follow an artist, I always assumed it was so I would get notified.
No.
But why do I follow them now?
Social media that is social, websites, apps
Yeah.
on your phone,
Yes.
your iPhone,
Or Android.
mobile device.
Yes.
It is becoming so pointless to follow somebody now. Yeah, and I know that they're doing it on purpose. They don't want it. used to be like you follow people on Tumblr or something.
Yeah.
Do you remember getting to the bottom of your Tumblr feed and actually hitting that point and thinking, oh, I've seen this already?
Yeah.
And then you'd stop?
Well, not the bottom. There was never a bottom. But
there's never a bottom, but you get to the point where you're like, I've seen this.
I'd wake up in the morning and I would scroll until I reached where I was the night before.
And then you'd stop. Yeah. I think that's the point that they're like, oh, this can't happen.
There's the stopping point.
This can't happen. Instagram, I'll scroll and see a handful of posts that are from like 3 days ago or something. That I admittedly haven't seen, but it won't show me everything.
And then it will say, all caught up.
All caught up. Here's some suggested posts that I won't even notice they're suggested posts until I'm like a minute into scrolling because it's infinite. It's endless. You don't have to do anything on TikTok. You join TikTok, and the minute you join, they're like, you don't have to follow anyone. Just scroll. Yeah. Just scroll. That's all you have to do. Don't think, just scroll. And every so often, we want you to scroll by an ad.
Yeah.
And in fact, on Instagram, it's every fucking like 3 posts or something.
Yeah,
you scroll by an ad.
It's bad.
Anyway, all of this to say, we did a lot of like looking into like, how do we notify people? Because everything has something in the way. Everything always has something in the way. It's not enough that these people like you enough to say, oh yeah, no, I'll follow you on this platform. No, that's not enough. You have to like follow me and then some, and then another trick, and then another. We looked into like SMS marketing. I still occasionally do like email campaigns, but even that, there's spam filters, and there's if you use the certain
spam filters
words,
don't get through. Most people don't check their fucking email unless it's like for work. Right. Most people's email is only for spam. It's just where they sign up to websites, and that's it. So people don't really open emails very much. Social media says no. It says, sorry, everything's an algorithm now, so no one will get notified.
Everything's an algorithm. Yeah. Email says no because they're like, sorry, this is junk, and also there's a spam filter now. So I know you set up this thing in order to like notify people of stuff that you might have for sale, but if it has the word sale on it, we're not going to show it to them.
No.
I was shocked when I started my email campaign, and I sent out the first few, and they were great, but then I started noticing like a lot of these aren't getting opened. A lot of these aren't getting opened. Like only 40% of these, like less than half of these got even opened. And everyone was like, what are you complaining about? That's great. The standard across like most things for an email campaign is like 15% open rate.
Yeah.
And I'm 15. Like, oh my God, this is terrible. But I'm paying for each of these emails to go out through this service, and oh my, it's horrible. Nobody wants to show the people that like you the things that you're doing.
No. Mitch had a brief day of going insane about this.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about it now. Of course, I'm still a little insane about it.
Well, no, I'm insane about that too because it drives someone insane. But we were like, okay, a notification. All I want is people who want to be notified to get notified. And we're like, how do I do that? Not an SMS thing. No, it's not quite that because that's got too many rules and regulations.
It is. It's also so expensive.
It's very expensive, and you have to start everything with "Hi, Mitchell from Flatsound here," and then you've got like 20 characters, and then you go text stop to opt out.
Yeah,
but Mitch was like, I just want people who want to be notified to actually get notified. For one day, looked into making an app.
Oh yeah, I forgot I did that. Yeah, I was like full blown. Like, I'm going to make an app.
He was going to make an app, and the only reason for the app would be so you could download it onto your phone.
So I can utilize the push notification
Mitchell
system.
Can give you a push notification.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the Jeremy Renner app.
Yeah, you told me that. And I was like, what's that? And I looked it up, and I was like, oh yeah, this is exactly what it is.
Actor Jeremy Renner, favorite among mothers, heartthrob of moms, Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye from the Avengers.
Like, made his own Instagram,
the
right? The
least popular Marvel superhero.
Yeah.
Who I think was only in 2 films. He made a social media app that was just like Instagram, but it was only pictures of Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, which is
all you could do was just like comment on pictures of, and it wasn't even like an OnlyFans behind the scenes kind of thing. It was just like,
no, they were just like headshots. Yeah, they were just headshots of this man,
just for people who enjoy him. And I was like, you're making the Jeremy Renner app.
Personally, I think it's a baller move. I'm so mad it's gone. I'd have joined in a heartbeat. But then I guess that's how a lot of people felt, because they also were like, this is funny, I'm going to join in a heartbeat. And it just became like kind of trolly. Yeah.
Oh, it got shut down within like a week.
Yeah, that sucks.
What was I showed you the goodbye post that Jeremy Renner made on his app.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it said?
You said it would make a really good like copy pasta for the Discord.
Yeah, so many people joined the Jeremy Renner app that he had to shut it down, and should I do a dramatic reading of the Jeremy Renner app goodbye post? So it says, Jeremy Renner, goodbye. This app has jumped the shark. Literally is underlined. Due to clever individuals that were able to manipulate ways to impersonate me and others within the app, I have asked EscapeX, the company that runs this app, to shut it down immediately and refund anyone who has purchased stars over the last 90 days. What was supposed to be a place for fans to connect with each other has turned into a place that is everything I detest and can't or won't condone.
That part there is the part that we're like, I'm just going to post this in my own Discord.
What was supposed to be a place for fans to connect with each other has turned into a place that is everything I detest.
That's honestly how I feel about my rancid.
Or will not condone.
My rancid, putrid little server where I'm negged.
My sincere apologies for this to have not turned out the way it was intended. To all the super fans who have supported me with your words of encouragement, amazing art, stories, and time shared on the app, a genuine thank you, and I hope to see you on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook.
I want to
JR.
I'd like to be so detached that I post something like that one day. You know?
Yeah.
So anyway, I was accidentally almost making that app.
The Jeremy Renner app.
And I was like, okay, this is a little bit fun, but like no one's going to download this fucking thing. Like nobody's going to because I didn't want to make another social media. I just wanted to make something with a push notification system. That's it. That's all. That's it. And I was like, no, what am I doing? No, what the fuck? I just want people that want to know about the thing to see the thing when it's done. That's it.
So I was like, I told you pretty early into this, I was like, no one's going to download this fucking app, dude. And you were like, let me just look into it. I was like, look into it. Have fun. But I'm telling you, I don't think it's a very good idea. And we sat there and we were like, gee, if only there was some kind of platform where I had the Flat Sound fans in one place, and I could just, tag at, mention everybody, perhaps, and they'd all get a notification.
Right.
And then we were like, oh yeah, Discord.
Yeah, I forgot that's
I go fucking Discord.
That still has a really great notification system because it's like only the people that really like care or that are a part of that
server.
A part of that server, or even just have that role. We at the people who are part of the movie role when we're about to watch a movie and blah, blah, blah. So the Discord is still a part of the Patreon, and the whole server exists there.
Yeah.
But we know of people that like strictly use Discord as a notification thing. Like don't even have an open server where people can talk. You can't talk in their servers. No. You join. And it's so they can be like, hey, I'm on Twitch. Hey, I'm doing this thing. Hey, and there's no talking.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily want that, but I almost want that. So I'm thinking if we just take like certain channels of the Discord and we make them public, you know how like Womp Jeans is like accidentally public? And we call it jail because
when people's like Patreon credit cards get declined, they get like everything in the Discord becomes unavailable
except for Womp Jeans.
Yeah.
Which
is pictures of our mod Womp wearing jeans.
Yeah. So we'll make Womp Jeans private. We'll make one kind of just a pigpen fucking channel.
Yeah.
That'll act as like the general, you know?
Yeah. So we want to make it so announcements will be public. The welcome will be public. It's like, hey, this is a Flat Sound Discord.
And if you would like to unlock
all of it,
the whole thing, where we watch movies and play games and do everything, consider becoming a patron.
Yeah, but then we're going to add, this is our idea, we're going to add a channel that is, well, it might even be called the Pigpen.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah, which is just for all the riffraff all the broke asses, really. Yeah. And it will be chaotic and it will be terrible. And but you know, if you're a patron, you don't even have to look in there.
No,
you can
or
go.
You can jump in. You can jump in.
You can go. You can stick your nose in there to kind of, you know, laugh at the plebs from your ivory tower of patrondom. But yeah, we're thinking having one public chaos channel because then they'll get the notifications.
Then they'll get the notifications.
People who are interested in Flat Sound enough to be in a server, but they, you know, maybe they don't have the money or just aren't sure about joining a Patreon or whatever, you know.
I'd say it has more to do with being not sure about joining a Patreon, which I totally understand. It cannot be not having the money. It just simply cannot, because I know what it's like to not have money. And obviously we're joking. We're like, these broke asses and blah, blah, blah.
Of course we are,
We grew up with such little fucking money.
Yeah.
No money, you know? Mm-hmm. But I don't charge monthly. Lowest tier is $3, and I only charge a few times a year.
Yeah.
You got major problem on your... You have a significant financial issues if that was like a make or break thing.
Yeah.
But... if it is, I wish you the best. Or if you're just unsure about joining, then I totally understand. But maybe being a part of like the public channel will be like, I do want to watch some movies with these people. They're kind of cool.
Shall I be insane? If you think this is a bad idea, you can just cut this part out of the episode when you're recording
it. What is it?
Shall I be insane and just set that up while you're editing this podcast?
Yeah, no,
so when people hear it, it will be real.
It'll already happen? Yeah, do it. Oh my god, do it. I mean, like, we're already making it the whole of the episode, so...
Yeah, we're talking about it extensively. Shall I just make it so that when you're hearing this podcast, we will now have the pig pen?
Yeah. Well, how do Patreon invites go? Because I know they expire, right?
Discord invites.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I don't know how they... I think you can set a certain amount of uses for them, and you can set them to be unlimited, I believe.
Okay, then we'll set an unlimited one...
Put it in the description.
And put it in the description, and then you can just click that.
Yeah.
Because whenever we talk about the Discord, there's always people that are like, you have a Discord? But it's like, they don't just listen to like 3 seconds after when we're like...
yes, it's for patrons.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, work on that while I'm editing the episode. And then by the time it goes up, it'll all be good.
I'm going to do it.
All right.
I'm excited. Yeah,
I'm excited too. It'll be cool because I think it's a good idea, and then it'll introduce a fun new channel, a very chaotic channel.
Yeah.
And it'll allow. I think if you do use Discord, and you do give a shit about Flat Sound, that would be a good way to get notifications.
Yeah.
About when I do stuff. I'd be, hey, at everyone,
also,
I do a new thing.
It's not like when you sign up to like a proper celebrities Patreon and it's just like a Discord. Sorry, I'm fucking getting them with you. Proper like celebs Discord, and they're not really in there. It's just a place for you to talk to other fans of the... Like, you're in the Tim Kasher Discord?
Yeah.
Tim Kasher's not in there.
He's in there.
I mean, he's in there a bit, but he's not in there a lot, right?
Yeah, but
Are
like...
you chatting to Tim Kasher?
I think I could.
Oh my god.
But like, that's exciting. So funny that you would call Tim Kasher a proper celeb.
He's more famous than you.
I guess. Hold on. We're not about to talk. We are not about to talk shit on Tim fucking Kasher.
But I wasn't. You were about to.
But I'm just saying, comparing the numbers between like Flat Sound and Cursive.
Yeah.
And this is Cursive. This is his main project. This isn't like The Good Life or anything like that. This is Cursive. Cursive numbers are not that good. I can't imagine
Spotify.
On Spotify, yes, but he wasn't exactly playing stadium tours at his peak either.
Tim Kasher, you're doing great, sweetie. He's listen
doing
to him.
Amazing.
Tim Kasher, you're doing great.
He's doing
don't
great.
Listen to Mitchell.
Look, he just toured with like who was it? Anthony Green, right? And Laura from Against Me.
Is that the guy who does the music reviews, the bald guy?
Yeah, I toured. he toured with Anthony Fantano. I'm just saying, to call Tim Kasher a proper celebrity, even though every single person listening to this would be like, who the fuck is that? Is just not the best example. Of course, he's in there. He's in there.
Anyway, all I'm saying is, we're in the Discord.
We're in the Discord.
We are a part of the Discord.
If you go to the puppet channel, there's a video of me playing with a puppet.
It's true.
Yeah, I post.
Yeah.
And I'll post more.
Okay.
And I'll see you in that public channel.
Scary.
So go to allthespaceinbetween.com. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming people who gotten to this point, like this is so, we're so far into the episode. Go into your browser. Go to allthespaceinbetween.com. Mm-hmm. Or there might even just be a link in the description of whatever you're listening to this on.
Yeah,
I don't know
if
is that clickable?
Yeah.
Oh.
It usually is, yeah.
Yeah, just look at the description.
Link in the description, baby.
Link in bio, I guess.
Link in the doobly-doo.
Oh, no. Fuck, I guess the link is in the doobly-doo.
Fuck, I suppose I've got nowhere else to put it aside from in the doobly-doo.
That sucks. Let's read a fucking email.
Oh my god, we're so far in.
How far?
So far.
Yeah, we're far into this.
Do you want me to read it? I want to read it. I'm going to read the first one. This one, over, what are we, half an hour in or some shit? This first email is called No Connection Between Brain and Lungs, and it goes like this. Hello, all the space and in between. I have this voice problem of mine that I don't understand at all how, when, and why I have it. First, I can't say words starting with vowels such as avocado or other. I simply get out of air and the word won't come out of my mouth until I let a bunch of avocado. Second, for some psychological and funny reason, whenever I try to record a message, let's say for a video essay, my brain stops me from speaking, and if I stop the recording, I can speak just fine. I know I should seek a psychologist or something like that, but it's not a big deal, and I just wanted to share this little random silly fact about me. I love you both, and I wish the best for you. This person's name.
So this is really funny because when we read it earlier today, we stopped halfway through and we're just like, this person stutters and doesn't realize it.
He doesn't. It's called having a stutter.
I don't know if I'm even perceiving this as an avocado like that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it is because there's a bunch of dashes there.
Well, I don't want to do an impression of someone having a stutter.
Well, I think, well, first of all, I can and do and will because, oh my gosh, my stutter, it's a miracle. It's a miracle that I can have a podcast right now. It's truly a miracle that I can talk to people. My stutter does get bad still when I'm like reading. I'll have to edit in new takes of myself when I'm reading questions.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a few guys. A few guys. It takes a few guys to beat it out of him.
Takes a few strong men. I'm begrudgingly gritting my teeth and getting my way through an entire book with you. I'm on the last chapter. And sometimes I'm reading great. And other times I am just, it's the dyslexia and the stutter. And we don't know which will hit first. But they're just doing this beautiful tango in my brain. And it's tough to look at. Yeah. It's tough to experience.
Yours is, you still get a stutter under specific circumstances.
Yeah. And I only brought up this avocado thing because my stutter isn't so much, I think that's how a stutter is portrayed in the media and in movies, and that's how it is for a lot of people, right? But for me, growing up, it was that I could not start words. I would get stuck at the beginning of words. There was it first really hit when I was in the first grade and they were doing roll call, and I had to say here.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, blah, 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 here, da, 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 here. Mitch Welling. And then I'd stop and I couldn't, and I would like raise my hand and they'd look at me and I'd be raising my hand and they say, Mitch Welling? And I have to say here. And I would have to like, we were sitting like crisscross and I'd have to like get myself up and bang my, kind of like my ass on the floor.
Like drop your body on the floor.
Force it out. And here. And everyone would laugh because it's weird. It's admittedly a weird thing to do. And they were like, Mitch has a stutter. So for me, it was not a
yeah.
But it was I couldn't start words. I couldn't start saying my own name. I couldn't start saying here. I couldn't start these words. And it was especially with stuff like almost like a soft, like you couldn't like really roll into it or anything like that. And avocado I get stuck on too.
Yeah, you have it saying hello when you pick up the phone.
Yeah, because it's so soft. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
There is no definitive.
You kind of get stuck on that.
Yeah, that
which sounds like what they're talking about. They're like, I've run out of air.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like it's the strangest thing. It does not come out of you.
Yeah.
I had to go to speech therapy for so long, and it still happens. Sometimes it'll just get a lot worse, and I have to actually work on it for weeks, months, and then I'm okay again. But currently, I think I'm like halfway bad right now. But a couple months ago, it was really, really, really bad. It was a really stressful couple months.
Yeah,
and it really started to hit.
Definitely increases with the stress levels. Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm feeling especially anxious or especially stressed out, the stutter will come back real hard. And there's a lot of podcast outtakes where I'm just like, fuck, why am I there? Really there? I can't start. Okay. Wow. Okay. It's nuts. I can't do it. Okay. That's so strange. And then I just have to get it out.
Yeah.
One of the most embarrassing ones, though, is that I stuttered a lot when I was in elementary school. Then I went to speech therapy, and then I was all good. I was all cool. And then middle school hit. I guess it was just really stressful for me because it came back worse than ever before. It was just terrible. I couldn't read aloud in class. It was like the dyslexia mixed with the stutter, and it was horrible. That is the one reason I started ditching school. Is because I did not want to experience. I got mocked for it relentlessly.
Yeah.
One time I had to go to the office, and I was just like dropping something off. They were like, "Mitch, can you take something to the office?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I went to go drop it off, and they were like, "Sorry, who's this from?" And I was like, "It says on the paper." So I was like, "Whatever." But I was like, "Miss Kibble," and Miss Kibble, isn't that crazy?
That's a cute name.
Yeah, I know.
Was she a dog?
No.
Oh.
But she was a dog food mogul. It was nuts.
Oh my god.
And they said, "And your name?" Like, why the fuck does that matter? I'm just the messenger, dude. So that threw me off, and I stood there blank, staring at this woman who's staring at me, and there are many people around her and me. And I stood there, and I couldn't say Mitch Welling. I could not say it. And they were like, "I'm sorry, what's your name?" And then I forced it out, Mitch Welling, and then had to leave.
Baby.
And it was after that I was like, I'm fucking done with this place.
I'm not going for that again.
I'm fucking super good here. Like, are you kidding me? I'm gonna go to the coffee shop and smoke cigarettes. Like, this shit is way too stressful.
I go to the coffee shop where no one asks me what my fucking name is.
I just have to point at something on the menu.
You turn up and you're like, double espresso, please. And they're like, for who?
Yeah. No, they don't write your name. They hand you a cup, really, at this place. It was dope.
It's a little coffee shop, yeah.
But it was bad. You definitely stutter.
You have a stutter, yeah. And I know you're like, especially because I'm getting one now.
Yeah, I could see that.
Especially because you get one more and you feel unable to talk when you're recording yourself. I get that you'd be like, it's a psychological thing. And I mean, it kind of is a psychological thing. You don't need a psychologist as much as you need a speech therapist, though.
Yeah. I went to speech therapy 2 different times. And it was both, like, it ruled. It wasn't fun, but it was just kind of cool to learn about, to be like, oh yeah, no, I have a massive stutter.
And it was helpful.
It was very helpful. Because then I still can, like, it didn't make the dyslexia go away. And that was mostly why I was reading like shit. So that still sucked. But just being able to talk to people and have a conversation.
Yeah.
And it sucks when you're having like an off day and you're like, dude, I cannot navigate a single conversation. Cannot pick up the phone. You can't say goodbye. That sucks. That really fucking sucks. You're on the phone with family or something like that, and they're like, all right, I love you. Oh, you feel like a prick. Like, it's the worst thing. It's the worst thing.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, because, like, obviously it does go up with anxiety levels and stress. Like, it gets worse. But also, like, I imagine having that makes you more stressed to, like, speak and stuff.
Yeah.
It gives you anxiety as well as the anxiety makes it worse.
It snowballs. It bounces off itself.
Yes, there's obviously, like, a psychological component to it. But, yeah, we're looking some speech therapy. That would be beneficial to you, I think. So I think that's what you're describing.
Yeah, and the thing that they teach you in speech therapy mostly is just like to do the thing over and over again. And to like learn like why you do it and how you can, the little ways that you speak that you can help that like roll out in a natural way without you having to talk about it. Because when I'm not thinking about it, I'm good.
Yeah.
But when I am thinking about it, it actually feels like someone is holding onto my throat and stopping me from saying it. And it's very weird. It's very, very strange.
Yeah. Totally. We still get the annual, what is it? It's like
the Stuttering Foundation.
Stuttering Foundation magazine. And it's very cute because it has children's drawings in it.
Yeah.
And they're like, hi, I'm Alexandra. I'm 8 years old. I have a stutter and I love Fortnite.
And then the other one is like, hi, I'm Daniel and I'm 8 years old and I have a stutter and I love Fortnite.
they love Fortnite.
They all say that. It's so sick. Yeah, my dad donated to the Stuttering Foundation when I was a kid, and now they just still send us shit like all the time.
So cute.
Yeah, it is extremely cute.
Yeah. Anyway. Thanks for emailing us.
Good luck talking, dummy.
Oh my god. The second email. Did you go to second email?
Oh no, I have a fierce stutter.
Oh my god.
This one. I accidentally called my boss baby, and it goes. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I can't believe I have to edit this out.
That's such funny timing.
You know why?
It's because you're talking about it.
Okay, it's because I'm thinking about it now, and this email starts with an H. So it's like, it's that same like hello.
You gotta change it to what up.
What up, Mitch and Billy?
Yeah.
All right, I might edit this out, but I might not. We'll see. We'll see how confident I feel with that long pause. Okay, Mitch, it's right here if you do want to edit it out, bud. This email is called, I accidentally called my boss baby, and it goes, hey, Mitch and Billy. I recently graduated from college and my department soon offered me a staff position. I was over the moon and responded that I'd love to organize a phone call. When the day came, I texted the chair of the department if the time we decided on still worked. The call went great and I accepted the job. I hadn't felt that confident in a while. Not long after, I was crossing a busy street rushing to the bus stop. When I was able to pull out my phone, I texted my boyfriend. He usually responds quickly, so after a while of sitting on the bus, I decided to check my messages again. It turns out that I had actually texted the chair of the department / my future boss. Usually these things are no big deal, but I was horrified because I addressed who I thought was my boyfriend as baby and said that I was about to board a bus to meet up with him, and then, in a moment of realization and panic, tried to make it sound even more like it wasn't for him and sent on the bus, like with a DA, on the bus. On the bus before rapidly apologizing and explaining that the text was for my boyfriend and not him. Why I thought on the bus was a good idea in the moment, I don't know. He responded well, seemed to find it funny, and told me that he hoped the bus was on time. So everything should be fine, right? Except for the fact that I'm still super embarrassed and I'm meeting with him in person soon to discuss the new job, and we'll be working with him every day. There's a part of me that takes relief in the humor, but of it, but the cringe is still there. I know it will likely never be brought up again, but how do I deal with this embarrassment while it's still fresh? How would you handle a situation like this? Have you ever texted the wrong person a super bizarre message? Thanks a bunch and safe texting this person's name.
There's nothing funnier to me than the idea of this person picking up their phone, realizing that they called their boss baby, panicking and being like, what do I do? And then just typing, on the bus.
Yeah. On the bus.
Better type on the bus.
Because then he'll know I'll never send him on the bus. I also love how much we're like, we're kind of like forced to say the words boss baby in this episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I texted my boss baby.
I called my boss baby.
Yeah.
It sounds like your boss's boss baby.
And you just my boss baby.
Up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's super funny that as a panic response, they were like, shit, how do I fix this? On the bus. Shit. Going right back to being like, fuck. I made it worse, I think. Oh no. I texted him on the bus. That's super, super funny.
Now he knows I'm someone who says on the bus.
So check this out.
How would you deal with a situation like this, Mitchell?
I don't know. I don't know. Except for the fact that I constantly text the wrong people.
Oh, absolutely constantly. You have ever since I've known you.
I've done it ever since I've known me. I've done it forever.
It has to be related to the dyslexia or something.
Yeah, it feels the same too as like when I have a lot of tabs open in Chrome.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for one, and I'm just clicking around randomly until I can actually visually see that that's the page, and you go, just read it. Yeah. Just read the tab. And I'm just like, no. And I'll just click, and I'll just assume that I'm going to be right soon. Mm-hmm. There's something about that in me that makes me send the wrong text to the wrong person, and it's gotten me
in so much trouble.
Not necessarily I guess it's kind of gotten me in trouble. There was like one point in like middle school, like so long, like early high school or something, where I was on AIM.
Oh my God.
America Online Instant Messenger. I was on AIM.
Yeah.
And I was like talking about a specific friend of mine to another friend, but I was actually just saying all that to the friend. And it was some like hurtful shit.
Oh my God.
I was like talking shit to that person, and they were, I realized it, and I was like, oh, and they were like, yeah, way to go, Mitch. Oh. And I was like, oh, why did I do that? And then that would like continually happen. When I was with Nikki, I thought I was texting you, and I again was just like venting, because we had like just broke up, and I was venting some hurtful shit to you, to her,
to me of all
and
people.
I was like in the middle of still going off before she interrupted me and was
You're like paragraphs deep.
Yeah, I was paragraphs deep, and she eventually interrupted me and was just like, that's enough. Like, that's... And I was like, oh my God. I do this shit constantly.
Like, who did you think you were texting? And it's like, I
guess this new person in my life. Oh, dude, it's the fucking worst.
I can only remember doing that one time, and it was so long ago that when I remember visually the text coming through, and it was on like a green screen.
Oh shit! So it's no way.
I mean, granted, I used those phones well into other people having Blackberries and first gen iPhones.
But still, it was forever ago.
Yeah, I think it must have been like 2010 or something. You know, which again is a bit too late to have that phone, but that's what I was working with, and like a Nokia.
I wish my last thing was from 2010. You know.
Well, I've texted the wrong person, but like not to any consequence. But the one that I really remember is like I swear this is connected. When my dad dropped me off at my prom in 2009 when I was ending high school.
Okay.
He dropped me off in my little dress, and then he said, "I don't want to see you anymore," and asked for his house keys, and then drove away.
You told me about that.
Well, goodbye, and then had to go have a normal night. But like a year later or something, I kind of tried to reconnect with him, I think. Mm-hmm. And I remember I had a phone call, and we just like had an argument on the phone.
Oh shit!
And my mum had texted me before and was like, "Let me know how it goes," like calling your dad. And I was like, "Okay." And then I texted my mum, and I was like, "Didn't go well. He was being really horrible as usual."
As usual. Oh no.
And you know, it's not, at that point, it's not text threads.
No.
We just have an inbox and an outbox. So I just get a message in my inbox from dad that just says, "Hi, it's your quote, horrible dad," with a smiley face. And I was like,
oh no.
Dad's smiley face meant I was just in like the biggest shit of my life. I was like, that was the most threatening smiley face I'd ever received. : close bracket.
Oh,
smiley face with a
nose. With a nose.
Yeah.
Wow.
Smiley face with a nose. I was like, this is horrifying.
Yeah.
That scared me enough. I've never done it since.
Oh God, I wish I could learn from any lesson. That being said, though, your relationship with your dad now, great.
Love him. Lived with him for years. Yeah, recently.
He's awesome.
Yeah, one of my best friends.
But my most recent was not 2010. My most recent bad one, because I'm always like accidentally texting, so I'll just sometimes I'll be literally in the midst of a back and forth that I think I'm having with you and I'm having with Brooke, or vice versa.
Oh, yeah.
Via text. Because you guys both text me a lot. So I'm just kind of swapping between those two.
Both our names begin with a B.
Right. So I'm glancing. It's a name. It's got some emojis.
Yeah.
Right. And it's never bad, but I have to just pretend like those were like I like
that was meant
like
for that
I was
person.
like you'll say something to me, and I'll respond like it's Brooke, and then I'll just continue knowing it's you, knowing that for the last 6 texts in my head, knowing for the last 6 texts, I'm like I thought this was Brooke, and vice versa a lot.
So we won't notice.
No, I'll never bring it up.
Won't bring it up.
No, because it's never anything bad. But it'll just happen.
That's really funny.
The most notable one from the last year, and the writer will love this one. I called my manager,
Zachary.
Zach.
Yeah.
I called him Honey Plum. I didn't call him baby, but I called him Honey Plum.
Which is worse, I think, actually.
I might have called Zach baby even sometime before that, but the most recent one was calling him Honey Plum.
Yeah.
From about a year ago.
Yeah.
That's when you were gone. You were in England. And
what can I say? I was lonely.
well, I was just texting you good morning, and we're sappy, and we're
yeah.
So I texted you, aka Zach, and I was like, "Good morning, Honey Plum," with like a bunch of exclamation marks, and I put haha after, and I didn't mean to write haha after, so I'm texting you him again, and I'm saying, "Whoa, I didn't mean to type haha. Where did that?" And then I stopped the text. And I hit enter, and then I just go, no!
Because Zach responds just saying, good afternoon, with a capital G.
Zach, my manager, responds and says, good afternoon. Because it was also embarrassing because I'm admitting to have just woken up. It's 1:30 in the afternoon, you know? Oh, the whole thing sucked.
Good afternoon, Mitchell.
He's just like having a normal work day.
Yeah, and you're just typing like, no.
Oh yeah, I was instantly just like, that didn't happen, and I'm not going to talk about it or to you
for a month.
For a
Goodbye.
week. Yeah, I'm going to go now. I'm throwing my phone in the garbage disposal.
Yeah, you were just instantly mortified. Just being like, no, this didn't just happen. Goodbye.
Yeah, I didn't just call you Honey Plum, and we're done, and we're not talking about it. Yeah, so, like, what would I do?
I remember it was like, if I remember rightly, it was like very soon after, like a couple of days after you'd actually got Zach to be your manager. You've known Zach for years and years.
Yeah.
But it was like the same week that you'd finally been like, okay, you're officially my manager.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I was humbled with the fact that I was humbled by the fact that he even still wanted to at that point.
Yeah.
He has like lapped me so many times since the first time that he hit me up. He's always been the successful, really driven person, but since then he's like, I manage Cave Town now.
Yeah.
You know, I got Nothing Nowhere signed to a major. I got, he's been such a integral part in anything that's adjacent to my genre for so long. I'm like, would you still like to help me respond to emails? Can I forward you emails from now on?
Yeah, but so it was like the beginning of your like real professional relationship, and you just text him, "Good morning, Honey Plum."
God,
he's just like, is this how it's gonna be now that I'm your manager?
That was bad. That was bad.
I love it.
I hate it.
I think you should do it again.
No, I don't like it.
I just think, what's wrong with a little platonic intimacy?
That's fine, I guess. Yeah.
Between bros.
I'm texting him now. Stop.
Between bros and friends.
I'll do it right now.
Yeah. I just think in this society, in our culture, tenderness between men it's so.
I'm literally texting him. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it now.
What are you saying?
What up, Hung Zach?
Oh my god.
Hey, Zach Zarillo, aka Hung Zachary. Zach Zarillo. Hold on, they should call you.
You keep using his whole name.
Well, it's not a secret. What's his name? His name. He sounds like a fucking supervillain. It sounds like he was meant to be a manager. Zach Zarillo.
Yeah, from a comic book.
Evil.
Yeah,
pure evil. This man.
It's got Jonah J. Johnson vibes or whatever.
It's just nuts. I just think Hung Zachary Sounds like a really actually cool band name.
Hung Zachary.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool 90s band. Hung Zachary.
Putting that down in the old notes. I'm taking Zachary. The Bandcamp. No one else jump on it.
For Hung Zachary.
For Hung Zachary. .bandcamp.com.
What are we at with time?
We're at 50 minutes, which is just about the time that I start needing to pee, I guess.
I suppose so.
Because that's what's happening with me.
Are we doing the last question?
I don't know how you are, but that's just where I'm at. To give you just an update is that I am beginning to need to pee.
Are we doing the last question?
I don't know.
It's up to you.
Why is it up to me?
I don't know. I'm burpy right now.
Okay. Well, I need to pee, so that's heavily influencing my decision.
Okay, I guess you go pee and then I'll read the question again. That's just what we did last time.
That's just what we do now.
Is that it?
Okay.
You're gonna pee and I'm gonna read the question?
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
This email is called. Whoa.
Oh Jesus.
Bump the desk much? They should call you Bump the Desk.
Oh my God.
Because you do it so much. The door's closing. Hey, how come you're closing the door to pee? Hey.
What?
How come you're closing the door to pee?
I don't want to hear me pee.
Yeah, well, I do want them to hear you pee.
Okay.
Yeah, so keep it open. All right. Let's see if you can hear that in the background. This one is called Fuck. How do I stop being scared of sex? Oh, God. Oh, can you hear that? Oh, hon, you got a stream going. What the fuck? This is crazy. Is everyone hearing this?
I told you I needed to pee.
My God. I married a racehorse. Watch it. I know there's a toilet flushing in the background. God, that's a loud toilet, too.
Oh my God.
This is all stuff I'm not going to cut out.
Any more comments?
Yeah, I didn't hear the sink. Wash your hands. I live with a gremlin. I haven't done the question yet.
I know that.
This one's called Fuck. How do I stop being scared of sex? And it goes, hey, bitch and Millie, and by chance Henry. No Henry here. I adore the work you both do and always look forward to new projects or even just pod episodes and would like to share my little story, admittedly not so juicy. Would like to share my little, admittedly not so juicy pickle with you. I'm female, 21 years old, and honestly don't know what to do when it comes to being intimate with somebody. I just don't enjoy it. I can't. I feel extreme pressure, not the good kind. I can't relax or focus on me or what feels good for me. I'm basically on airplane mode, doing what I know they like, and basically trying to not fuck anything up or do something embarrassing. I am, as you can probably imagine, quite self-conscious when it comes to my body and what I bring to the table in general. It's so bad that I even avoid kissing someone I like because I think it could lead to us having sex in the long run and me feeling like shit after because I can't relax and be present and know it's probably because of me, not them, or even worse, they can tell that I was struggling. I feel like I have the responsibility to fix this issue before ever having sex with anybody again because I can't put anyone in a situation where I or them might feel bad after or, God forbid, even regret the whole thing. I know you should confront your fears, but I don't think I should when it could hurt someone's feelings by doing so. It would feel to me like I use them without caring for their feelings, like I use them for a study. And as to communicating, I can't really be like, hey, would you like to have sex with me even if I might suck at it and or be kind of miserable afterwards? I want to be fun to be with. This part's so important. The weird thing is, I don't feel that huge amount of pressure when I sleep with a woman. Am I just not ready to have sex yet? And if so, then fuck. How do I change that? I'm 21 and I feel like if there's a time for fucking, it's now. I hope any of this made sense to you. Love, L.
The L word.
Yeah, really, a giant L here. Sorry for weird wording or something. I'm from Germany.
I could tell that. I called that before we read that they were from Germany.
What's lesbian in Germany?
Oh, in Germany?
What is that?
It's everyone. It's wildly popular is what it is.
Blowing up in Berlin right now. I could feel it.
It's been blowing up in Berlin for the last 100 years.
Throughout this email when we were first reading it, I was like, asexual. At least a little, maybe. Who knows? I mean, you're just not enjoying it.
On the ace spectrum,
something like that, which is completely fine. You should explore that, or maybe give it some time. Maybe, but you don't feel that at all when you fuck women. Holy shit,
Wait,
dude!
Hang on a bit. Huge curveball at the end there, man. Huge curveball.
How did it not bump into you as you're writing this?
All right. Well, I don't want to just clown on this person.
We're not clowning them, or no. I also don't want to say like this is for sure it.
No,
we don't know. Yeah, you don't know, and the whole thing's a spectrum, you know.
Yeah, I find two things interesting about this, and they both come under the category of, have you heard of comp het?
No.
It's a term usually used in lesbian circles.
Sorry, comp het?
Yes.
Okay.
Usually used in WLW, women loving women circles. And it's short for compulsory heterosexuality.
Oh, okay.
Which is just the idea that socially we're like conditioned to be attracted to men, even if we're not particularly,
Right.
And it goes across the board for everyone, really. For bisexual women, for just for lesbian women, for whoever. But two things about this is that one thing of comp het is the way this person writes it. They say like, I can't be intimate with somebody. I can't be intimate with a person.
Right.
And then they're like, unless it's a woman.
But left as a little
as like an afterthought, and that is like a part of comp het and just like the patriarchy in general. That we're kind of conditioned socially. Everyone is to see heterosexual penetrative sex as real sex, as proper sex, and other stuff isn't that. Having non-penetrative sex, having sex with other women is not, quote, real sex,
Right.
If you're hooking up with women, then you absolutely can have sex with people. Guess what? Women and people.
Yeah.
and you're fucking them. So
and you're doing great.
You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great.
You're comfortable.
Yeah.
You're not considering all this other stuff that you... It could just be that this is a hurdle you don't have to get over,
Yeah. I mean, I get that it's frustrating if you are attracted to a guy, but then you have this wall of like, you're like, well, I do find this guy attractive, this man. Then you're hit with this wall of like, oh no, but I don't want to even like consider kissing him because what if it leads to this, and I don't want to do that, and blah, 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 blah.
And they're being very considerate too.
You're being very considerate, yeah.
About the feeling of these pigs.
Yeah.
These men. Which is good. You're being super considerate. You're being very like, well, I don't want to just treat them like a study, or I want to just practice.
Yeah.
Even though, like, if anyone, you're just, can I practice having sex with you? I think if you just opened with that, lots of people would be completely fucking okay with that.
Yeah. That's true, actually, if you phrase it like that.
If you're just honest with somebody, yeah.
But I get what you mean, because like, if you've got an anxiety around, say, going to the shop and checking out, at the cashier, then the advice is you try it, you practice it enough times that you're comfortable with it. If you've got an anxiety of like doing a particular activity, then you usually just like do it until you're comfortable with it. Harder to do that when the thing is sex,
But with open communication, I so think something like this could work. Of course, you just have to set boundaries and be. I mean, you seem like a really communicative person who's really considerate, and I think people would really appreciate that. Mm-hmm. And it would like rock someone's world if you were just like, I'm usually very uncomfortable with stuff like this, but I currently have an interest in becoming more comfortable with it. So if you're comfortable with it, I'd like to practice getting comfortable with this. Mm-hmm. And that could be beneficial for both parties if you're on the same page.
It could, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, you know, the only thing that would suck about that situation is if you weren't honest, you know?
Yeah.
But they say, like, well, as for communicating, I can't really be like, hey, would you like to have sex with me, even though I might suck at it and or be kind of miserable afterwards? To be fair, lots of people suck at sex and lots of people are miserable after sex, and they don't have to disclose that, you know? But, you know, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world at all, but...
Right, because that alone isn't deceiving somebody.
No.
That it would be fine if it was that, even if it, you know, like that would be very normal.
Yeah, as long as you kind of, I think the main thing would be just being open with someone and being like, sex makes me very anxious. So either A, I might not want to do it for a while, or B, you're going to have to bear with me if I do want to do it, you know?
Right.
And I do mean do it.
Yeah.
It.
I do mean doing it.
I do mean doing it.
Ever heard of it? What? It? Doing it, dude. Do you want to do it?
Do it.
Where's that from? That feel not like that. That's from something. But I mean, what era do you think saying "do it" is from? It feels very like 70s, right?
Doing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they were doing it.
It's got like an Austin Powers era about it.
It has that kind of a vibe to it.
Doing it, baby.
Yeah. It's like the same, like, occasionally we'll see some people talk online where like they'll just use the word like porno or something. Mm-hmm, I'm like, who the fuck says porno,
who
dude?
Puts an O on me?
What the fuck? What does your stepdad teach you to speak in the 90s or something, and he's from the 70s? Like, what the fuck? Porno.
A porno.
Yeah, porno. Pornography, porn. We've been saying just porn for so long. Adding the O is so funny.
Have you ever heard someone add the M to jizz?
Oh, jism?
Jism?
Yeah, it's the worst fucking thing. You know,
that's pretty good. That's from like the 40s or something.
Is that even a thing? I thought jism, and excuse me for even saying it twice, but I thought that was like, just corny. I thought that was just cringy to say, like, I didn't know it was old.
No, that's the old-fashioned way of saying it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like saying like amazeballs or something.
I've read a lot of vintage erotica.
And they say jism.
They say jism.
That's so hot.
It's not.
Oh.
It isn't. It's not.
Sometimes when I was younger, like when I was way too young, and was reading a lot of literotica.
Yeah.
I was, for some reason, just exclusively, not on purpose, I would be very upset when I would exclusively like pick a story and I'm like, you finally get to the point where stuff's happening.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh fuck, an Australian wrote this. Because they'll use words like prick. Isn't that funny?
I don't think that's Australian. I think that's an older person writing it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's like older British lingo. That's
older
like a 60-year-old writing it. Yeah. Oh, you know, I'm thinking 60-year-old 10 years ago. So, you know.
So instead of saying cock, dick, anything, they'll say prick.
Yeah.
So but it just felt very old. And when I was younger, I'd be like, I can't.
Jesus.
I can't get into this now. They're saying prick the whole time. I wish I could just replace the word. I wish I could just put it in a
I'm
thing.
Sure there's an extension for that. Now.
I for sure could have.
Nowadays, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just replace the word prick in old literotica so that it's something I can like continue getting off to. Because as it stands, I just can't do it.
In like the old vintage like sex stories as well, they'll spell cum as just like the word.
Yeah, and that throws me off too.
C-O-M-E. Like, what?
C-O-M-E is not a hot word at all.
Come hither.
Yeah. Ugh. It's not good. What was this fucking question? Oh, right.
I don't know. We got derailed.
I feel like that's our answer to like most things.
To communicate.
Yeah. No, it's to find a Chrome extension.
Oh, yeah.
Communication, obviously. Communication is key to most things, and I think it's very telling, personally, that you're like, well, when I fuck women, it just feels right. It's not, I never have this issue. I never have an issue.
Yeah, and I think especially because they say, like, oh, they're quite self-conscious when it comes to their body and their skills and stuff, and it's like, but you don't feel that when you're hooking up with women? It's just something to consider.
It's just something to look into.
Maybe you just like that more.
You could just like that infinitely more, or that's
a lot more. Yeah,
it just comes more naturally. Yeah, but if you're attracted to men and you want that to continue, I mean, just what an opening line.
Don't feel like you have to be attracted to men.
You don't.
Think about if you actually are.
Think about if you are.
I should be.
Think about if you are.
This guy's conventionally hot, so I should want to fuck him, you know? Or, are your loins actually ablaze? Think about it.
I don't want to think about if their loins are ablaze or not, actually. But hey, you rock on, I guess.
You go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead.
You rock and roll. Yeah, don't feel like you have to, is my only thing.
And I'm saying, especially don't feel like you have to. If you do, and it actually just is this like phobia, I want to do this. Except I never enjoy myself. But if it's something you think that you could enjoy or want to enjoy in the future, there would be so little issue here. If you're like, hey, I want to just treat this like a study. You find lots of people who would be like, I'm A-okay with that.
Yeah. Also, something to consider, if you're from Germany, if you're living in Germany, sex workers are legal.
Really?
Or decriminalized. Yeah. That would be good. That's someone that for sure you will be understanding, probably. Just an idea. If you were just like, I don't want to lead someone on. I don't want them to think that it's blah, 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 when really I just need practice. You can practice with someone who's a professional.
That's true, I guess.
If you're in Germany.
With someone who is actually a professional.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Thinking. Just look at me thinking.
I guess there's not much left to say other than this has been All the Space Between My Bitch.
My name's Bill. Why are we whispering?
I'm tired.
Oh.
I'm excited to do the Discord thing.
I'm excited to do the Discord thing while you mix this. Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's wrap this shit up so I can do the fucking Discord shit.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you... we got lots of questions last week. We really appreciate all the people who were just writing stuff. The groveling works. The groveling works just fine.
We got a lot of emails and pretty much all of them were good.
Yeah, they all got starred.
Congrats.
So yeah, we're gonna pick through those, but we love fresh ones. We usually pick through questions that just came in this last week since we were recording. So they're nice and fresh. We just read them and then we answer them on the show. So we really appreciate the questions. Please send more questions. If you want your email answered on the show or just need any advice, hit us up on our email. Our email is allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com. If you liked this episode, you thought it was funny, you thought it was informative, let's be real, it wasn't very informative, but if you thought it was funny or entertaining, hey, maybe your friends will think that too. Maybe you should tell them about it. Maybe you should become the tastemaker of good humor in your friendship circle. Wouldn't that be cool for you? Wouldn't that be cool?
You can tell them to find us on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts or at our very own website, which is
allthespaceinbetween.com. And I suggest that you go to allthespaceinbetween.com or look at the description of this episode or do anything like that. I think I'm just going to post about it right when I post the episode. I'm just going to post about it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just post it there. There you go. Just get some new people in the Discord. I'm just going to post the link there for people to join. Yeah, it is scary. It is scary. Are we still doing 17 and up?
Yes.
Okay. For sure.
Sorry, 16-year-olds.
We just gotta,
I can't abide it.
We just gotta. It's the rule for the main server. Being 17 is not that fucking old, man.
MC
it's so young. You
yeah.
You gotta at least be that. You're still a baby. You're still you have to at least be that. Sorry, it's just one of the rules of the Discord. I'm gonna make sure to include that in the Instagram post when I do that.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. It'll be fun. Let's do that in a couple hours.
Woo!
Yeah, let's do it. New episodes every Monday. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I hear that.